Hey, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I am Gamion. I will be your game developer for this stream. My co-host Mega Kitty, who would appear at the top right, is not here because she is sleeping in another room, but I hope she'll be around a little later. So I'm a solo game dev working on an online multiplayer soccer brawler called Field of Heroes. Been working on it for over 4.5 years now. All the artwork was done by a studio called Meta 3D Studios, who I commissioned, but everything else was done by me. So this evening, I'm going to probably take it easy, and I want to do some testing of a new feature I added where every time you take down an opponent, it will play a laugh to indicate that you took an opponent down, which improves the game's messaging. Additionally, I want to work on a couple of things for early access ahead of time. I plan to get it out in August, but we'll see how well that works out. Still got a lot of work left. And next month is Next Fest. In fact, it's coming up within a few weeks. And I'm just doing a little polish on the demo to make sure it's ready. So if you've been in my stream before, you may notice that the format looks a bit different. Over the weekend, I made a couple of changes to kind of clean things up a bit. So now things are more clearly portioned out, and it's just easier to see things. In fact, on that note, I think I'm going to kind of shrink my appearance just a bit. So it looks a little better. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so I'm going to start by playing a demo of my game that a local build that I just changed with some features. I'm going to see how well it feels before I submit that demo to Steam. So let's kill the music for a moment and go to the playtest. Getting the sound up for this. So let's see how the laughing sounds feel. It's been a loud side, I think. Oh, that was a tight one. Hey, 5B3D, welcome. Hope you had a good stream. Oh, even I should have seen that coming. Oh, and I got tricked. Stole my kill. You guys look great, thanks. This is going to pretty much be demo quality here. I need to make more kills because I'm testing the new kill audio. or takedown audio. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, I think I want to turn it down by a tenth. It's a bit, kind of seems out of place loud. But the purpose of it is to message the player that they actually didn't do an end cap. That was a request from one of my testers. Was it doesn't? They want to kind of more feeling. They want to know it when they take down an opponent. So let me switch heroes. We'll do another one. Let's do prime. Wow, that was cool. Okay, that was all right. Maybe it's just Dodger's voice that needs to be reduced. Yeah, that was good. Maybe actually that was kind of quiet. Oh, nice goal. So I guess some of the sounds are too loud, some are too quiet. Yeah, his need to be louder. Except that one. That one's loud. One more hero switch. Ugh. Oh, he was trying to pass it to me. That's why he scored an own goal. He should have detected the goal was there. I'll have to look at that. This sounds all right. Yeah, that sounds about right to me. But the Dodgers was too loud, and there you go.
MVP.
Okay, so let's go ahead and dig into that a bit. Yep, so I'm really, and I'm also eager to get the game out the door, honestly. It's been over 4 years of my free time, and you know, that's a long time, and there's a lot of other projects I could be working on during that time, even though I have a full-time job. Do I do most of my scripting in C++? Yes. That's where most of it is. I use blueprints mainly for, let's see, animation. Well, not even, I guess animation, I'm trying to nativize a bunch of that, but largely for the characters themselves, kind of, or setting up the character properties, doing VFX, doing audio effects is kind of more a blueprint kind of thing. But everything else is C++. And you can totally do a project entirely in Blueprint if you want. You can totally do it entirely in C++. It's up to you. So I'm kind of more of a mostly C++, but using Blueprint where it's practical kind of thing. And I also, mainly for the actual hero makeups, the hero blueprints, and the levels, the maps, there's some scripting for them, certain controls, and that's all Blueprint, because I want the plugins to be only the heroes and the field plugins to only be Blueprint for now. I don't know, I just don't want to support C++ in content plugins. That's kind of my feeling right now. So I'm gonna look at the sounds. playing. I'm gonna turn the music down again. So the sounds that we have here. So we have 5 laugh sounds for when you catch the ball, or when really these sounds play when the ball is dropped by one team and picked up by the other team. And so that's a message that, again, that the ball has changed teams. Now these new sounds are ones that indicate that you in-capped another player. So some of those are a bit loud. Obviously, this one looks, and you can kind of tell by by just the sound, the audio tracks there. Yeah, getting Brian Blueprint, feeling good about yourself. Yeah, I could have sworn at least one person said they made a game in Unreal and it was all Blueprint and actually did pretty well on Steam. I forgot what game it was, but props to them because it is possible. You may need at times though some marketplace assets where they expose to Blueprint certain stuff you don't really get out of the box. I totally get that. Yeah, so these two definitely have a different volume level. So let's reduce that one a bit. So we go to volume. Take that down to maybe 0.8. It's like you don't really, actually 0.7 because like you don't really notice like from like 0.7 to 1. Yeah, yeah, mostly wrapper for C++, yeah. Still a little loud. Yeah, that's the thing. But that audio, it's not linear, so you'll really notice a difference when you get to 50% and lower. That one's a bit loud. Let's put that 0.7. Wow, am I even using this one? No, I didn't think so. All right, I'm going to delete that one. Yeah, it sounds too different than the others. Yeah, I'll turn this one down a bit. Just a bit. It's better. This one also a small reduction in volume. Okay, that feels good. Alright, let's do the others. So, the Goothorn sounded pretty good. Actually, it sounds a little loud, actually. First two. My instincts tell me to turn these down to maybe 0.8 each. Honestly, this one kind of sounds like it's in an echo chamber, like in a metal room. Not a big fan of that, but maybe I can polish it a little bit. Let's take these down a little more. 0.7 ought to do it. Okay. Oh, that's pretty loud. He's easily going to be a 0.5 on that one. That's almost there already, I think. Reduce that just a little bit. Okay. I using this one? Let me test this one. That one's like 0.6. Oh, no, I'm not. Of course. Oh, yeah. Let's get this one down. 0.6. Seven. Now, I'm not really good with audio design, but I do believe one thing, and that is that a sign of a good audio design for a game is if you close your eyes and you can tell what's going on you can figure out what's going on just by listening. Then that for me, that's good sound design. Hey, Shelly Bell, how's it going? It's good. I almost didn't stream tonight, but I don't know. I guess I just kind of had a last-minute change of heart inside the stream. So how's your day? This one I actually kind of want to turn up a little bit. Yeah, that's better. Oh yeah, Alice, I'm using this one. That one's kind of loud. Let's give it a 0.6. Oh yeah, that's easily 0.5. Went good, went to barbecue, had way too much food. Yeah, I had some ribs myself. Pretty good stuff. I forgot to get potato salad, but yeah, ribs, garlic toast, and pie. It was really good. And watched a few war movies. Okay, I think that's good for the sounds. Let me try them out in a match. I want to be Dodger again. Yeah, now I already grilled outdoors last weekend, so I didn't really want to do all that work again today. So instead, I baked the ribs at 250 degrees Fahrenheit for 4 hours, and then I broiled them and then after saucing them with barbecue sauce, I broiled them for 5 minutes, and they were fall off the bone. Okay, so because I'm playing this in the Unreal Editor itself, there's going to be a lot of little delays in this first match. You're going to notice things are just going to freeze up for a sec like that, like now. That's just the editor loading the special effects, animations, and other things. This is sort of the pain in the butt that I'm going to deal with the first time I play, but it gets better. It gets better by the minute. It's just pretty normal stuff. Come on, I got it. Oh yeah, that's better. Definitely better. Now, it doesn't feel loud. Oh, stole my kill. Yeah, that was good. Oh. Nice! Whoa, whoa, just wait. That's weird. Alright, so let's see. Come on, get me. Come on, hit me. Get him. Oh, I laughed when I was in-capped. Okay, that's good. I think this is definitely better. Okay, I'm going to switch heroes. I want to try another hero with those sound effects. I want to go back to Prowler. No, do Ellis. Ellis has the weird ones. Let's wait for him to spawn. Because Ellis is kind of a quirky kind of orc. He doesn't sound like the others. So we'll see how he sounds. He stole my kill again. Oh, should have had him. And on top of that, I got to respawn. Yeah, so now all the other players are stealing my kills. There we go. Actually, he sounded a lot like a like Dodger just now. That's going to take forever. I'm going to test this in a more closed environment. And I want to change his sound set lineup. So here's, in my game, I have what are called sound sets. So here's the deal. I don't want to, in the past, what I used to do to assign sounds to different characters was I open up the character and I plug it in directly in some obscure plugin or some obscure component or something or other. I'd have to do a bunch of clicking to find it. So what's easier is if you associate hero sounds in sound sets by gameplay tag. So I can say in this is a data asset. You say, hey, for the knockdown instigator sounds, I have these 3 sounds. Yeah, this one needs to change because it sounds pretty obvious. So let's do. I want to do a male in cap, but I want to do it with, let's see. So let's do like a maybe 1.8 pitch multiplier, see how that sounds. Don't want to be Alice. I want to take that pitch lower. Whoa, that was way too quiet. Let's do 1.4. I can live with that. Put the music on too. I'm going to turn it down a bit. Now let's make it mech original pitch. Hey, Swashbuckling Fox, welcome. This is my new layout now. I guess that is. I guess that will work. Why does it keep playing that one though? I also want to get the volume down a bit. Okay, that's already 0.5. Okay, that I liked, but that was quiet. Let's see if I can crank that up a bit. Okay, in cap 6, so let's volume. Let's put that up to 7. That was good, but it needs to be a little louder. So 0.7. Better. Okay, I can live with those. I'm gonna go to Guthorn, make sure I didn't mess him up. That one was a bit loud. Yeah, let's turn that down a bit. Nice thing is I can adjust the volume per sound and per hero, which is very nice. That's good, but a little lower. That one needs to be down just a bit too. Okay, that looks good. Now let's do Horus. Yeah, a bit loud too. Hey, Seopathy Kitty, thanks for saying nice things about the demo. All right, and let me Stream Manager. Okay, and back to work. So the demo may get one more update before Next Fest. That's a little loud. And the update is turn that down. That whenever you incap an opponent or knock down an opponent, you'll play a laugh on only your instance. Actually, these should all be at least not higher than 0.7. And the reason it plays the laugh, it'll say it's difficult on mouse and keyboard. I don't know, I always thought the mouse and keyboard was kind of the easier way to play, but I do want to improve the gamepad big time. Okay, that's good. The gamepad, I rate it as kind of passable. It does support single stick and dual stick, but I need a lot of player feedback on that because I think the players probably have a better idea than I on how to make it the best experience out of both the keyboard, mouse, and gamepad. But largely, playtesters haven't really had... Oh, speaking of playtesters, there will be a playtest Wednesday at 6 p.m. Central Time. So if anyone is up for that playtest on Wednesday at 6 p.m. Central Time, feel free to join. That includes you, Swashbuckling Fox, if you want to play. Okay, that's good. Let's switch up to another hero here. Oh yeah, Grace. Probably kind of loud, I bet. Well, that's not too loud. Field movement is a bit stiff for our mouse and keyboard. Okay. So we'll take Dodger because that's kind of an average hero. So yeah, I think one thing you may have noticed is the deceleration. It's not snappy so much. There's a moment where you kind of decelerate and then switch movements. Actually, that was a bit loud. I think I'm going to probably affect these at the line level here. Oh. Thought I changed these. Oh, okay, I didn't change the first one. Okay, I think that'll work. So it's definitely better than I had before. I may do one more pass in my own, maybe offline before I commit, but I really like what I'm seeing right now. So whenever you do take down an opponent, it will play this in-cap sound, and that signals that you took them down, and it kind of makes it a little extra satisfying, but more importantly, it messages the fact that you took them down, that it wasn't someone else. Okay, that was good. Maybe almost like quiet. Why does he keep playing the same one? There we go. Yeah, that sounds all right. I'm gonna commit these changes. So let me close that. Oh, yeah, I need to save these three. Let's see. I did not change. Oh wait, default engine. Oops. No, I need to roll that back. Everything else. Yeah, this is good. Improvements to take down instigator sound effects. And then what we're going to do is pull them into our main branch. Okay, so what's this? That looks right. I don't see any conflicts. That's the way it should have been. And actually, one of my first play tests, the controls were pretty bad. Like the deceleration was lower, so it took like when you want to suddenly go from running forward to backwards, there was like almost a full second before you started running backwards. But no, I'm doing pretty well. How are you doing this evening / morning / afternoon? Okay, so this is the main branch, and I have a task to. The main branch is going to be the early access branch, and I have a task to make sure that all the hero the level, or I should say the field descriptions and thumbnails are up to date. And I can do that real quick. Okay, so the feedback for enemies, I'm considering that one done. I may make minor tweaks to the sounds after the fact. You're as good as you can be. That's good. So this is the list of tasks I have left before early access. And it's like, it may at first glance look like, oh, there's not that much work left, but believe me, the items in purple, those are like big tasks. Those are epics. I did not make subtasks for them because they're all those subtasks are in my head. I know exactly what I need to do for those. So this was the one that came from feedback from playtester, excuse me. So metagames, localization, navigate menus with the gamepad. I'm having an unusually hard time with gamepad navigation with menus in Unreal. I don't know why. But the item I was interested in is, update thumbnails and descriptions of early access fields. So let's get to that one. I'm going to go to the custom lobby and show you what that's about. Now I have a list of 6 fields for early access. I'm going to test to make sure they appear correctly in the custom lobby. Okay, I think these are the ones actually. Cutthroat. Also, I'm not getting any warnings when ads play. There must have been ads by now. Maybe not. Okay, Slogbog, Mount Penatugal, Rest of My Dungeon, Cutthroat Coliseum, Desert, Unknown Ruins. So these will be the 6 fields in early access, and then there will be at least 2 more fields coming out when early access is done. So let's see if I got the descriptions right. So the thumbnails look up to date. So let's see if I got the descriptions. Field is home. Yeah, the bog is actually an orc water park with a giant skull. That was partly my artist's idea, to do the water park thing. I don't know if they were joking, but I thought it was brilliant. So I had the water log rides put in it. Log Ride of Doom, Mount Penatugal. Build field in the cave with an active volcano. Yes, this one is good. Prison was refitted. Yes, that's good. Cutthroat Coliseum. This is probably one of my favorites in the because in this map you actually collect coins that spawn during playtime, and when you collect enough, it will spawn mercenaries that come out the top doors and help your team out. It's really cool. Next is Horticulture. Okay, I've got that one already. These were the 2 that are in the demo. Good, so I think that's taken care of. So what I can do then is there are still fields that will be post-early access that I'll need to address. So I'm going to move this over to post-early access. Good, so that'll shorten the list a bit more. Okay, so we got, oh yeah, the Steam achievements, community servers. Let's see. So community servers, I already have support for. I just need to revisit the criteria of that task and finalize what I need to do left. So when we also have, let's see, we have 9 items left. That's big. Finally getting under the 10 mark. Pending any items that come from the demo in Next Fest, which may happen. Actually, I haven't checked the store page in a while for the any community reviews. Okay, so nothing new there. Let's go to the demo page. Okay, still only 2 reviews. Okay. Yeah, I put out a demo. The main reason for the demo was Next Fest. But a demo was also a great way to get additional feedback, so I'm glad I did it. I don't know how long it's going to be up. I might keep it up during early access. We'll see. I like the idea of having a demo, on one hand, keeping it a demo for people who don't know if they want to buy the game and they want to try it out. Though on the other hand, I don't know, maybe the presence of the demo may maybe people will only play the demo and not play the early access, but I don't know. My instincts tell me to leave it up. So, all right, so what we got, what I can work on. Achievements, let's see, is kind of the one I want to knock out next because I've already started it. This one I want to think about offline, but this one, Steam Achievements. What we got for, I think I took the achievements table, oh no I didn't. Yeah, I did. So the achievements table is out. Okay, so Subsystems Achievement. Okay, here we go. We got our achievement definitions. I think I have a spreadsheet of these too. Okay. So let's see, we got hat trick. So the generator is complete, but I don't actually award it to the player yet. Tackle 3 opponents in a single slide. Let me double check that one. Where is... That was slideshow. Well, that's not here. Wait a minute, I don't have slideshow here? Oh, I think I recently put this in. Oh, I did these in C++. Okay. So I don't think slideshow is done. It sure doesn't look it. So hat trick is done, but slideshow, I don't know why I marked that as done when it's not. So that's not done. Beastly Instincts. Don't know if I did that one either. Doesn't look like it. Okay, here we go. Here we go, slideshow. Okay, here we go. Okay, so that was in the core heroes. But where's this at? Oh, okay, core heroes. Okay. Wait a minute. So why do I have achievement definitions in... Okay, I don't. Oh, okay. Why do I have these in here? Okay, so I think I started this natively and then I just kind of moved it to Blueprint. And the idea, okay, because that's right, there are hero-specific achievements and then there are non-hero specific achievements. Okay, so that's why I did that. So it's starting to come back to me now. Before I do anything else, in fact, I'm going to switch back to the demo branch because I prefer to work in that branch. So let's go to Branch Explorer, switch to demo. There we go. So I want to first double check that these are done, and I want to remove their native equivalents if so. I think the reason I did it was because I prefer that achievements are kind of game specific. They're not really core, but they're not core elements of the game itself. You have the Unreal Engine, and then you have the game engine, which sits on top of Unreal, and then you have the content that the game will use. And achievements are really kind of content, and I want to have those in Blueprint. Another reason for that is I don't ever see this happening, but if a designer helps me on the project, then designers are able to pick up and run faster with blueprints than C++. So that said, let me get this all straightened out here. Starting with the project level achievement definitions. So crack shot, there's no achievement class. Hat trick has an achievement class, but I don't want it to be C++. I want it to be Blueprint. So if I look in the core heroes content, achievements. So I want to imitate that level, that folder structure. So I'll say achievements. And then we'll have a new blueprint for achievement generator. Hat trick. Okay, so I want to convert this, actually converting this to Blueprint. So I'm going to look at one of the existing achievements and just kind of copy and paste a few things for ease. Okay, so we want to process goal scored events. So I'll do that. That's a transient. Good. Should be the events category. Actually, this should be in the events category too. And then next, we're going to actually goal scored. Okay, looks like we're back. And I know I had ads. I don't know why this isn't working. Why is this? Maybe this isn't. Oh. Why is that not connected? Maybe that's why I'm not getting ads. Partially connected. Broadcaster. So I guess I need a bot too? Why would I need a bot though? Because I am connected on Twitch. But yeah, I have the source here for, warn when ads are coming up, to notify when ads are finished, but it's just not working. me check one quick thing on that before I go back to work. Okay, it looks like event sub is not connecting. Let me try relogging on that. I'll have to do that offline, but I think that explains the problem. Okay, so I'll deal with that offline, but at least I have finally have a clue on what's going on with that, not notifying of the ads. So, back to this. So, we want to, let's see, activated. Okay, so let me go back to the matchability. Initialize and deinitialize. SEO. Okay, so now if we want to listen for, let me pick a better one. Yeah, that's more like it. Some gameplay messages. And we want goals scored. And then for the handler, we'll do, let's make a new function. Hope all's going well. What I'm working on. So I'm back to achievements. I think I'm going to put one more demo up, which, by the way, next demo playtest is Wednesday, 6 p.m. Central Time. I'm going to do one more update, and that is I'm going to make it so whenever you take down an opponent, then you hear a laugh play. And that laugh will message to the fact that you took down your opponent, making the game a little more satisfying, but also messaging you that you actually got them. So, go back here. Yeah, that came from the last playtest, actually, that someone requested that. Okay, then we want to handle act down event. Now we want to handle goal scored. Okay, yeah, I think it is a good idea. I had concerns that it's going to play a lot, especially if you're brawler, because it did for me. But it didn't bother me. Let's just say it didn't bother me when I heard it a lot. So that was a good sign. Okay, but yeah, we'll see what the playtest feedbacks is on that. And yeah, and you can also turn off the dialogue sounds if you want. So that'll be something to pay attention to for sure. Okay, so back to this. Process goal scored. Oh, and then cleanup. So this is an achievement in Blueprint. And as I said before you joined, the reason I'm doing achievements in Blueprint is because they're really more content-based. They're not really core components of the game. Now the core components are that which makes the achievements possible. But the achievements themselves are really content, and I want to keep it in Blueprint. So that's what I'm doing here. So I'm actually converting the C++ to Blueprint right now. So, and let's see if we get the pawn scorer. Okay. So we'll get, we want the scorer and the goal. So what object type is the goal? My goal and then scorer. And the scorer is an actor. Oops. Let's do this. Okay, so we got the loop. So now what happens is when a match starts, the achievements for your local player will initialize. It will go through a list of all these achievement definitions. It will find them all. These are all data assets. It will find them all and then load them in memory, and for each one, it will initialize the corresponding generator class, which I wrote. So this generator class will listen for goals and then award you, and count of how many that you scored in the match. And once you hit a critical level, then it will give you the achievement. So here's what we do here. Okay, let me get my train of thought back here. So, pawn scorer, cast to pawn. Is local player locally controlled? Is player controlled? And there's one other thing I want to test for, and that's actually my change log. I want to make sure that you don't get a credit for own goals. Where was that? What was that change? I swore I had a item for that. But I want to make sure that own goals don't count. So what we'll do is our actor's hostile. So actor A will be the scorer, and actor B will be the goal. So if it's local player, local controlled player, and all these are true, then we can increase the number of goals scored. And this stays in memory, by the way. This generator will stay in memory. We count that number of goals, and then if the goal scored equals required goal scored, which is 3 for the hat trick, then we give them the achievement. There we go. So that should work. So we're going to do a quick test match, find out if this works. While we're waiting for this to come up, let's do a shout out real quick. Let's do that. So shout out some viewers who are here. Plobby 3D came in first. I keep forgetting if they have clips though.
Will it be good? Well, only one way to find out, I guess.
And one more shout out to Swashbuckling Fox.
funny way to ragdoll.
Well, those are the shortest clips I can remember. So, all right. So let's give this a test. And to make it easier to test, I'm just killing all the bots. So now it's just me on the field. Yeah, as a game developer, it's good to have a lot of cheats where you can easily test that stuff. I don't think it never got there. Okay, maybe it's... Oh, because it's not initialized. Okay, so we have the hat trick. We need to update the definition to point to this. So we have achievement definitions here. Maybe I should just put them in the same folder. Maybe not. So that was hat trick. We're going to point this to the blueprint version. Okay, now it should work. Good, there's our initialization. We're going to listen for goals scored. There we go, goal was scored. And let's follow it through, make sure that all conditions are met. Is locally controlled, is the scorer locally controlled? Yes. Player controlled? Yes. Hostile to the goal? Yes. So the goal is actually on team 2, I am on team 1, therefore we are hostile. We increase our goal scored. Once we get to 3, then we grant the achievement. So that looks like it works. So that's hat trick, and then we do the proper shutdown. And by the way, just for you other game developers out there, whatever engines you use, you may have the ability to turn events on and off, to listen for events, act on those events. Always clean up after yourself. Always in your shutdown, stop listening for events, even if the engine cleans it up for you. It's really just best practice, and it will maybe save you some heartaches later. I can speak from experience on that. So there was another class that I wanted to convert to Blueprint. Let me take a look here. Okay, Mitch, let's see. Slideshow. Okay, so slideshow, I thought I already did that one in C++. Yeah, in fact, there it is. Slideshow. So that one was done. So what I want to do is remove references from code from C++. Achievement slideshow should point to the blueprint. Yes. Hat trick now points to the blueprint. So I can safely just delete these two classes. Hat trick slideshow. So we'll delete those and regenerate the project. So let's close it down. They're deleted, and then we're going to regenerate the project. By the way, this is still Unreal Engine 5.7. I have not gone to 8 yet. Unreal 5.8 is currently in preview. So that has some bugs to be worked out. And when it does come out of preview, I'm gonna have the early access version upgraded to it, and I don't know about the demo or not, because I could really break the demo by doing that. On the other hand, having the disparity of versions can be a problem as well. So I got to think carefully on that. I can tell you though, from experience, the last time I did a major engine upgrade was for my Hyperspace Pinball Unity game, and it created a lot of problems, and it killed the game's rating. So, and what I should have done when I released it and found the problems was roll it back to the old version, but I didn't. So that was totally my fault, but I learned from that. All right, let's make sure it still builds. And that's as soon as it responds. And once I'm up, I'm going to go over my list again, make sure that this is an accurate list. Oh, hey, the ads are working now. What did I change? The event sub is still disconnected. So yes, ads are coming in 2 minutes, so be aware. Even though my event sub is trying to reconnect. So, I don't know. Okay, so let's go through my list here. Hat trick. I just did this, so this is indeed ready. Slideshow. Let me look at that one. Okay. Oh yeah, I think I did do this one. That's right. So that's good. Beastly Instincts, I did that as well. Cool. I think there'll be one more warning before ads come live. Okay, so we got those squared away. So we got the other one. I did the easiest ones first. So the one about career stats, that's going to be a doozy. Or maybe not. What I need is to track that stuff in the stats. But my stats subsystem is not exposed to Blueprint. And that's going to be kind of a pain to do, especially tonight. So let's see. Now I could do taking charge. That doesn't look too bad. I should first save my changes. So let me close out and commit my changes. Removed native achievement generators for specific achievements and made blueprint equivalents where necessary. And bring them into the main branch. And we're back. And while the ad was running, I think I figured out why I'm not getting the ad stuff to work. I need to grant additional permissions to the streamer bot. But again, I will do that offline. So, as race, take the Baldering Beast charge and score a goal within 4 seconds. So we want the Beast charge ability. So for that, we're gonna do one of these. Generator taking charge. Then we're gonna associate it with a definition before I forget. And by the way, just to make sure that people aren't schooling the game for achievements, I have additional filters. One, that it's only a quick play or only a quick match achievement, so you can't get it in a custom match. The other is that there must be at least 3 human players on each team to get this achievement. So that makes it a little harder to school the achievements. Alright, so we got this hooked up. So let's go in here. And ability activated. So let me go back to the spreadsheet here. What was the goal? Take the ball during beast charge and score a goal within 4 seconds. Okay, so what do we do about that? I need the actor. How do I get that? Get local player pawn. Oh, I already do have a way to get that. Sweet. So we'll cast opponent. I'll possessor component. Oh, I just realized I don't test the ability for Beastly Instincts. I gotta go back and fix that. It's probably during a single beast mode buff. Yeah, I gotta test this. I gotta fix this. Okay, so I'm just gonna wait for my cooldown to expire, and then I'm gonna enter beast mode, and that should kick this off. Let's give that a moment. All right, here we go. Gameplay ability 1. Prowler beast mode. This is beast mode. Oh, it didn't accept it. Maybe I need the class? Oh yeah, that's probably it. Wait, how do I get the ability object? Get class equals beast mode. that should fix it. Let's test it again. Almost there. Okay. So now we're testing the class a bit, which is beast mode versus beast mode, and now it works. So, don't need to test that anymore, so that's fixed. We're going to want to do the same thing for this. So in this case, we are testing for the beast charge. And if that's true, then we're going to listen for ball possession events. We also need to consider the possibility, the rare possibility, that they already possess the ball. So that's something to consider as well. As Grace take the ball during beast charge. Okay, so we'll have got ball during beast charge. So this should always be valid, but I'm going to test it anyway. And then back to this. Has ball. Possessed. Ball changed. Oh, I just thought of something else too. I need to do the same test for when the ability ends as well. So I gotta add this here. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I already tested that. Oh, great. Guess I didn't need it after all. Yeah, it's right here. Okay, so I need to set that. Okay, good, good. So this would be Grace charge. I'm not going to do that test. I mean, they have to have it. So I'm unbind the event. And then it's valid. Set this to true. No, we don't want this anymore. Okay, so the ability is activated. If we already have it, then we mark it as such. Otherwise, we listen for it. Oh, and I need to reset it at the start. Okay, so when they use the ability, they reset the flag, test it, or we test it. Better yet, we can simplify this by setting this. I guess it wouldn't kill us if we just listen regardless. So we always guarantee we're listening. Okay. And then, yeah, this is true, that's true. But if they lose it, no, that's right. So it's true. Let's see. I don't think they can. Oh, maybe they can kick it while they're running. I want to support if they did. Oh, this is named wrong too. We're going to listen for that. Ability's activated. We'll listen for that. and then for this we want duration to score goal in. That's gonna be 4 seconds. I wish this was alphabetized, and I can't even search on it too. It's 4 seconds. Oh, that should be a float. Okay, this one's probably going to need some comment blocks to understand what's going on here. Okay, so let's start with listen for, actually I want to move this further out. When Beast Charge begins, immediately listen for goals being scored by this, by the owning player. And then if a goal is scored, if it is indeed is player controlled, is locally controlled, okay, so that, and then get the achievement. So this is the window. So when they begin the Beast Charge, that is when the window begins to score goals. So the next thing we do is detect whether the hero had the ball, gets or has the ball during Beast Charge. So we reset that to nothing first. Actually, I feel better. No, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. Then when the ability is over, we kick off our 4-second timer. And if it's valid, then cancel. And then once that, let's see, start the 4-second timer. Start the timer, yeah. Start the timer that, when expired, will stop listening for goals. And this will just simply be, let's see, move this up a little bit. Stop listening for ball possession changes after beast mode finishes. I think that all works out. I'm going to test this. Good. So we got that. Now I have 4 seconds to score a goal. Timer didn't expire. Let's try that again. Oops. Let's do that again. Oops. Shouldn't do that soon. There we go. It's valid. So, oh, I didn't set it. That's why. Oh, I wonder if did I set it here? Oops, I didn't either. So let's set that. Better check all my achievements for this. Okay, what else? Good, I did it there. What about here? Did it there. All right. So these two I just simply forgot to do it at. Now it should work. Good. And it should not give me the achievement for scoring the goal. So let's test that. Good. So now let's actually try to get the achievement. We're going to score that goal within the 4 seconds. Yeah, and we got it. Oh, what's this? Blueprint breakpoint. Oh, that's it. Oh. Not a big deal. Good, so that worked. Move this up a bit, shall we? Do the same with this event 2. Don't really need it that low. Could even arguably make it closer. Maybe kind of closer like this. Yeah. Okay, that's good. They're both good. Okay, so I think that one is good. So let's mark that off the spreadsheet. Good. So we have 4 down and a bunch to go. So let's commit it to source control. Okay, which one can I work on next? 3 opponents in Wyvern Breath in 2 seconds. Ooh. Power kick, score a goal. This one doesn't look too bad. And because I'm in a generous mood, let's go ahead and give everyone an hour of Microscape. Okay, so let's start with, let's see, what we got here. Power kick to score a goal. So we're going to do another goal scoring kind of. So let's copy this. Beastly Instincts. Yeah, taking charge. I'm going to copy that one. Generator. Piercing shot. That's the name. Power kick. So we're going to make this Morris power kick. Oops, power kick. Which, by the way, should now be just named Power Kick. And I'm going to leave that alone, though. Power Kick. So this is for a goal scored. Oh, but how long do we listen for? That's the question. So we want to get the distance from the goal. Or actually, we want the location at ball kick. We still want to keep this. We want to keep this. Location, kick location. So we're going to get. What was the function I was using here? Yeah, get local player pawn. Get actor location. Distance to score a goal from 2D. We're going to get a generous 5 seconds. Let's see, let me think on this, because the kick had to have emanated from, yeah, from this ability. How am I going to test that? A timer wouldn't work. Need something more precise than that. I think what I may do is think about that one offline and instead fix the stream problem I'm having currently, and I think I'm gonna rate us off. Gonna do kind of a short stream tonight. Rate us off to Swashbuckling Fox, and I will tackle this problem in a little bit later. So thanks everyone for showing up tonight. Hope you'll enjoy the new stream layout, and I will be streaming again on Wednesday at 6 p.m. Central Time for a playtest. So I really hope to see you all there. Until then, have a good week.